Hello, Verblingites. My name is Holly, and I'm here to work with you today on your English. We will be talking about entertaining foreign visitors or showing visitors around your office. We'll go through an exercise where we will practice the vocabulary related to showing visitors around the office, and then we will read an article. So, hello, everyone. Hi, Tata. How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Yeah,
Okay,
Tata,
perfect.
where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Awesome, awesome. What part of which area of Colombia?
From the capital city named is Bogota.
Okay. I was there a few years ago. It's
Mm,
a beautiful city. Was not there long enough. I was there for business and didn't get to see much. So,
okay,
all
okay.
right. So, welcome. And Mohammed, welcome. And you're from Saudi Arabia?
Yes, I'm sorry for leave the last lesson because I'm still beginner,
No
and
worries.
I hope this lesson will suitable for me.
I hope so too. If not, just you're always welcome just to listen. Um,
Mhm.
so I do speak fast sometimes. So just if you don't understand, just ask.
No,
You
you
know.
are speaking good, but the first word this is a very difficult lesson here in Saudi Arabia. We try this in
Uh huh.
our education because there is two word
Uh huh.
and give you one mean, maybe different the real mean of the word.
Uh huh.
Uh,
Yeah.
yes, this is a
I.
difficult thing because we have two word
Uh
and
huh.
maybe the mean will be different uh, with the real mean
Okay. Yeah, I
of word.
understand. I understand. Don't
Yes,
worry. Don't worry.
this is very hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. All right, Rodrigo, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
Very good. Very good. And you're out
Nice.
of Mexico, right?
Yeah, I'm from it.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, and then we've got Mohammed. He's in Saudi Arabia. We've got Tata is in no, Colombia. I'm sorry. And then Diego, where are you calling from?
Okay, hi. Um, I call from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we have um, four nations represented today so far. My name is Holly, and I'm actually from the U.S., and I am from the state of Idaho. Does anybody know where Idaho is?
Mm, no.
No.
I know this as a state of US,
Uh-huh.
maybe.
You know it's a
But
state. Yeah.
I don't know where is this actual place in the country.
Okay. No worries. I'm going to show you guys a map. Um, yeah, just show you a U.S. map, and that should help a
Okay.
lot. Okay, so one moment. Um, because my state is actually quite small. I believe it is population-wise smaller than most of your capital cities. So
Teacher.
Mm,
this is Idaho right here, if you
Mm,
can see, and Idaho has it's a very from north to south. It takes
Mm.
about 12 to 14 hours to drive, but we only have 3 million people in the entire state. So it is
What's
very,
weather there?
excuse me,
What's weather?
what's
Weather.
the weather like? Okay, the wet well, like
Weather. Okay.
right now, let me check real quick. The weather is this is my favorite site to go for weather. Um, the weather in Idaho right now is 14.7 degrees Celsius, and it's 9 p.m. here. So Today our high was 30, so it was actually got quite hot, and our low is
Nice.
10 degrees. So,
Mm.
so we have 4 seasons, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's starting to become the fall and cold and so forth. And then we'll have winter, and it snows, and maybe it will get to -10 a couple weeks, or it's -5. But I think average it's about +5. So it's to me it's not that cold. But some people think it's very cold. So, in the winter to summertime, it gets 35, 40 easy. So, all right, Lilibeth, where are you calling from?
Sorry.
Where are you from?
I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay, welcome. I think you've been in my class before. I just totally forgot. So, thank you for coming. So we have Diego from Colombia, Lilibeth from Venezuela, Mohammed from Saudi Arabia, and Rodrigo from Mexico, and Tata from Colombia. So welcome everyone. Again, my name is Holly. I've been teaching on Verbling about 3.5 weeks, so I'm fairly new here at Verbling. So for those of you who are new, I have been teaching English though since 1994, and I started teaching online in 2006. I've actually taught in South Korea and also in Finland, and I was in Finland for 11 years. So sometimes I feel like I'm more Finnish than I am American. So. So the longer you live in another country, the more you understand them better. Okay, this is a higher level class. However, we can make it easy, so don't worry about it. If in my class, one of the rules is I might ask a question. If you don't understand, use your English. To work with you today on your English. Okay. Somebody. Or showing visitors around your office. Okay, I hear myself. Could you guys mute your microphones? We will practice the vocabulary related to showing visitors around the office. Please mute. And then we will read an article. So please mute your microphones. Okay. Okay, excellent. Thank you for muting. Okay. One of my rules in my class is if you do not understand the question or if you don't know how to answer, that is totally fine. What you can say is, I don't know. That is a fair question, and that's a fair answer, okay? I don't know. You can say, I don't understand. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can you ask someone else? Okay.
Or can you repeat me once again, maybe?
Yes. Another one. Can you please repeat the question? Okay, because sometimes it just might be my accent. Lilibeth, are you listening? Do you have the audio, the Verbling on? Do you have it on twice, basically? Possibly. Which browser are you using? Which internet browser, Lilibeth? Which internet browser are you using? I think you are listening to the class twice. So if you could only check to make sure that you are on Verbling only one time instead of twice. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so if you're using Google Chrome, maybe it is in a tab, X out, or stop the first tab. Okay, because you're listening to it twice is what your problem is. Okay, let's look at these vocabulary words. First of all, this is, open one window. Thank you, Tata. This is a business English class. How many of you guys work? Does everybody have a job?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So, okay, so can you tell me, this is a real common question that, very, very common question that a lot of people might ask. What do you do? What do you do? Which means, what is your job? So, Mohammed, what do you do?
I am working as a teacher.
Awesome. What subject do you teach?
I am teaching Arabic language.
Awesome. Okay. Arabic. Awesome. Rodrigo, what do you do?
I'm studying. I don't have a job.
Okay, so I'm studying. Actually, that is your job. So you would say I am a full-time student. What topic? What discipline or what discipline are you studying?
I'm studying a lot of maths, physics.
Okay, math and physics. What type of job do you hope to have?
I'm looking for a job that telecommunication, that.
Okay, communications and so forth. Excellent. Okay, Tata, what do you do?
I am industrial designer and I work in automotive manufacturer parts.
Oh, okay. So, industrial designer. That's really interesting. There is a lady from Russia who works here, who lives here. Comes to Verbling. She's an architect, but she does design, interior design, which is of course different. But I wonder if there's some similarities there as well.
Yes, my career is about object design and how to get to a product from the theoretical or bidimensional design from a product.
Wow, that's fascinating. So, are you technically an engineer then? Did you study engineering?
No, it's more about human factor and all about merchandising and the technical process is related from my career, but industrial designer is the specific profession about it.
Okay, that's fascinating. I'm going to have to look that up a little bit better. Diego, what do you do?
Okay, I'm a civil engineer.
A civil engineer. Okay.
I'm designing buildings in Colombia for a company of the energy sector called Wood Group that has his principal office in Houston.
Okay, and are you? Is this a company that has a lot of your colleagues? That a lot of your colleagues here at Verbling?
Yeah, they are paying my classes for the building.
Okay, yeah, because I think there's several people from your company. I think there might be several companies in Colombia, possibly.
Okay, there are several people actually learning.
Yeah. In fact, there was one person yesterday. He had his camera on like Mohammed has, and I got to see the office. I said, "Are you at your office?" And he said, "Yes." So,
but I'm home now.
At your home, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lilibeth, what are you? What do you do?
Hi, I am process engineer.
A process engineer?
Chemical engineer.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I can hear you a little. There's
I am chemical engineer.
a mechanical
Yeah.
engineer?
Chemical.
Mechanical.
Chemical.
Chemical. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chemical.
Because all I heard was engineer. So.
I am working at Energéticos in Colombia too.
Okay. Are you working? Are you in Diego's company?
Energéticos company too. And this is my first class. Sorry by the problem with the navigator.
Okay.
Well, I am a little afraid during this class.
You are a little what?
Yeah.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. We are all I always remind people that the reason we're here is to learn English and practice English, and you don't have to be perfect. In fact, if you are perfect, don't come. so that's how I feel. So don't worry. But one thing, we need to figure out your microphone, because I don't hear you very well. So we need to figure the technical part out. So, all right. So okay, now so all of you are working in an office of some kind, or will work in an office. So what I'd like to do is go over this vocabulary right here. And some of these words you find in an office, some you find in a retail an office, some you find in a retail outlet, and some you find in a factory. So let's go ahead and see if we can put these words in the correct category. First of all, does everyone know what a retail outlet is?
Yeah.
Okay. What is a retail outlet? Anyone?
It's a point of sale.
Okay, Elizabeth, I can't hear you. All I can hear is voice, but I can't hear what you're saying. Unfortunately. Are you still hearing twice? So, okay. Anybody else know what a retail outlet is? What is a retail outlet?
Retail outlet.
Retail outlet. I think outlets mean like discounts in mall.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like that. It is actually a store in a mall. So these are what retail outlets would be. Basically, any kind of store would be this would be a retail outlet. So we've got Walmart, we've got Adidas in a shopping mall. This is a shopping mall. Where's this at? Anybody know where this mall would be? Beautiful mall.
Can you hear me?
Yes, better, much better. Yes. Is that Tata or is that Lilibeth? Okay.
No, Tata.
Okay. Anybody know where this is? It's beautiful.
Okay, it's so beautiful.
Oh, okay. So that's basically what a retail outlet. So we know we have an office, and does everybody know what a factory is?
Yeah.
Okay. Factory. Okay. So this word, this very first word, the pronunciation on this word is aisle. So we do not say the S at all. So aisle. Does anybody know, would it be in an office, in a factory, a retail outlet, or all of them?
Retail outlet.
Retail outlet. Yes.
Okay. And why in a retail outlet?
Because has a lot of them.
Okay, because there's a lot of them, and this is, for those of you who do not know, this is an aisle right here. So you are right; it's in a retail outlet. But in offices we have aisles between desks. So, okay, so a retail outlet. The next word, assembly line. Where would that be?
Assembly line? How do you
Factory.
spell it?
Factory.
Factory.
Okay, right here, assembly line.
Assembly line.
Assembly line. Does everybody know what assembly line is?
I don't know
Yeah.
what assembly line. Could you explain me?
Assembly line.
Yeah.
A mechanical part. Automatic.
Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let pictures do it. It's a reason you'll understand why it's a factory. This is an assembly line. You know, where basically food processing factories. This is a car manufacturer. But basically, one person goes through and you go into a line and work. I think a lot of assembly lines have become automated nowadays. Would you agree? Or does anybody know? I'll write down the question. Have many assembly lines become automated? Does anybody know? I think they have, but I don't know for sure.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cash desk. Would that be an office, a factory, or a retail outlet?
Definitely in an office.
Okay, I heard all three. Okay, so it's actually a cash desk is a retail outlet.
In a retail outlet.
Okay. Now, and just one thing I do, and I think I'm strange that way. I'm an American, and I try to use. I make a conscious effort to use British English material, like this material, so that I can also teach you guys American English. So, cash desk is British English. In American English, we actually call it a cashier. So that's one difference between British English and American English. So otherwise, I'll just teach American English and not even realize what these are. So, okay, changing room. Would that be in an office, a factory, or a retail outlet?
Retail outlet. I think it's a retail outlet because in the retail outlet you can buy, for example, you can buy some kind of clothes and you can have it to put it. So there's a changing room maybe for putting these clothes.
Yes. So that is true. My computer is having problems. It's not letting me write. So yeah, it's in a retail outlet for that reason, because it has because a changing room is so that you can.
I confused.
Yeah.
The word.
A changing.
The people that change his clothes.
But however, for those of you guys who know American English, we actually call this a dressing room. Dressing room. Okay. Now, another thing, if you think about it, at a factory might have a changing room for maybe they have showers, and they allow you to change clothes. I worked in an office, and they had lockers, and they let you change. There was showers, and you could change. They had a changing room there, but in this respect, it's really checking to see if the clothes fit. So, okay, chimney. Where would chimney? Would that be an office, a factory, or a retail outlet?
Factory.
Factory. Okay. A factory. Unless you're office is in an old factory. Then there's a chimney, so, but it's not used. Coffee machine, is that an office, factory, or retail outlet?
Office.
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 But maybe it will be in a factory too.
Yeah.
I think this one definitely is in all three of them.
Yeah.
So, in the coffee machine in the retail outlet would be in the break rooms, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Coffee machine. Does anybody know what this is in American English?
Mm.
I didn't realize there were so many differences. Okay, it's actually we call it a coffee maker.
Mm. Coffee maker.
Coffee maker.
In American English. Okay, so conference room.
Office.
Office.
Definitely.
Yeah. But then again, factories might have conference rooms as well. And it's not letting me write. Don't you just love technology? Okay. Conference room. What are some other synonyms for conference room? Does anybody know? Any
Meet room.
meeting room?
Meeting room.
Meeting room. Any other room? Any other words? Conference room, meeting room. Another one that I've heard in companies is negotiation room.
Okay, this is a new one.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, good. I'm glad. See, and awesome. This time has not wasted. Negotiation room. Yeah. I used to, when I was in Finland, I taught in companies, and some companies would call it a conference room. Some companies a meeting room, some a negotiation room, and then some companies will have names for their rooms. Let's meet in the fireside room, or let's meet in the blue room, or something like that. So, okay, conveyor belt. Which one? Does everybody know what a conveyor belt is?
I don't know.
Okay, so, good. So new words for y'all. Conveyor belt.
Transportation, something?
Excuse me? Say that again. Transportation? No.
For any piece or part?
A conveyor belt does move things, but it's actually it is in a factory.
Factory.
And so this is a conveyor belt. And in airports.
Yeah, in the airport.
In the airport, they use conveyor belts to move our luggage.
But it's not some kind of industry.
Outlet.
It's a part of the industry, isn't it?
It's part of the industry.
Maybe it's a part of our industry. Maybe.
Yeah, it's usually in factories, and also
a retail outlet.
How would it be in a retail outlet? But it's definitely in an airport and factories, of course. But okay, let's go to the next word. Cooling tower.
In a factory, maybe.
Factory.
Yeah. Let's check to see what it is, because I'm not even sure what it is. Cooling tower. Okay, so yeah, definitely a factory, but these are cooling towers. So.
Factories.
Yeah, and I would never have known that. Cooling tower. I could have guessed, but I would have been wrong. Okay, furnace. Where would that be?
In a factory.
Furnace.
It's a factory.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's. If you don't know the word, please tell me. I will do Google Images. It's harder. You can't do like emotion. You can't do some concepts in in Google Images, but definitely. Did I type in? I typed in factory. Furnace. Oh, this would be a furnace.
Mm,
A synonym is oven.
In some offices, we have furnaces in homes, offices. Basically, furnaces are in everywhere. Factories though have to have they have theirs are actually bigger, and I worked for I taught at a company that actually developed furnaces. They were they were called boiler makers, and it would take 5 to 10 years to actually get the product going. So, okay, reception area. What would that be in an office, a factory, or a retail outlet?
An
It will be
office.
though, maybe.
Okay, yeah, Tata's right. It's office. An office.
But
Does
you
every-
can have a reception room in a retail outlet.
A retail. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, more or less. It's not as nice as this though. These are different reception areas. I would say that the closest to that would be a retail greeter. That's
Okay,
where.
maybe it's another kind of outlet.
Yeah. So, like Walmart is famous for hiring elderly people and physically disabled people to stand at the door and greet people. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's one thing that Walmart does. They just help people be employed, so if they want to. So you have a lot of older folk greeting. This is a Walmart store, so.
Okay.
Okay, so reception area, shop front.
Retail outlet.
Retail outlet, yes. Does everybody know what that is? A shop front.
nope.
Okay, let's go over it. Yay! It's boring for me if everybody goes, oh yeah, Holly, we know everything. It's like, what? I can't teach it for you. This is a shop front.
Mm,
So I wonder where they are. I'm kind of like, obviously these are in big cities, but which big cities? Does anybody recognize your cities here? Definitely, I live in such a rural area that we don't have those kind of shop fronts. Those are really nice. So, okay, shop front is in a retail outlet. Next word, stock room.
In a retail
in a
outlet.
retail outlet.
Okay, does everybody know what it is?
Office.
Yeah.
I don't know what is a stock room.
Stock rooms.
So basically, it's a storage room. So this would be in an office.
It's like a storage room or it's
Yeah.
a kind of office, maybe?
It's like a storage room.
Factory.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So factories might have stock rooms, but also offices have stock rooms as well. Even retail stores, all of them have stock rooms. So stock room is in all of these. Okay.
Storehouse.
And next one, warehouse. Who would have a warehouse?
Factory.
Factory.
Factory?
No, retail outlet.
Retail outlet. Okay, everybody's agreed that an office does not need or have a warehouse, correct?
Maybe
Yes.
a warehouse you can find a warehouse in a factory, maybe.
Yeah, and you can find them also you can find a warehouse in a factory, like this would be a factory, but you can also find them in retail stores. If they're in a big one. I taught one time at
Okay, I think a big one.
Yeah, a big retail store. I taught it was like one of the biggest electronics stores in my town, and they had a little warehouse and there as well. I didn't really like it. I never bought from them for that reason. So water cooler. What type of company would have a water cooler? Office, factory, or retail outlet?
Office.
Factory. Anybody? How about retail outlet? Oh, definitely an office, and I think even factories also have them.
Actually, in my office, there's a water cooler.
Your office does
for
have
everyone.
one? Yeah. So all of them. So water cooler, definitely in an office. Possibly, what do you think? Would there be a water cooler in a retail store?
Maybe because in some hour of the day there's a hot in here, so you have to use a water cooler.
Okay. And a window display. What about window display? First of all, does everybody know what it is?
No.
Oh, okay.
Shop front?
Yeah, it's actually in the shop. It's a retail shop, and men and women get hired to do this, and the more elaborate it is, the nicer it is, I guess. So a window display, of course, would be a retail outlet. Okay, so let's see if we can use these words in a sentence. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to ask one of you a question, and you can answer it as best as you can, and then you ask somebody else. Okay, so let's start with Tata. Tata,
Yes.
in your office, who makes the coffee? With the coffee maker or the coffee machine, the men or the women?
Every person that wants a coffee makes himself.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes. Nobody attends to another person.
Okay. So they take care of each other. Okay.
Yes.
Before they had it like a seat before they had it where there was just one person takes care of themselves, was it mostly the women that
In my country, yes.
Okay.
It's women.
Yeah, okay. The reason I asked that is I used to teach at a company in Finland, and they were all engineers, and the females, the men outnumbered the women, of course, because of engineering, and the women were upset with the men because they expected the women to make the coffee. So okay. So the women it was funny to hear about because the women finally told the men, no way. So, Crispin, you need to be in the classroom for me to hear you. So, okay. All right. And Lilibeth, the difference with shop front. Can you explain what you mean by this?
The difference between shop front and window display.
Okay, the difference. Let me show you with the Google images. The window display is actually the actual display in the shop front. So the window display is part of the shop front, is what it is. Does that make sense? So we have shop front.
The shop front is the
So
I think
this
translating maybe the
this
kind of mannequins.
well, this, like, for example, these are shop fronts, and this right here is the window display.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So this one, it has a very small window display because it's just the mannequins. This one doesn't have a window display at all. So each one of them is different. This internet cafe's Windows display is very bad. so that's yeah. So okay, let's go on. Okay, so Tata,
Yes.
could you ask somebody a question using one of these words?
Okay. Diego, in your factory exists an assembly line?
Can you repeat me? I can hear you.
Maybe a question like this, Tata. Let me help you. What types of things do factories use assembly lines for?
Simple lines.
Assembly lines. Is that what you were asking, Tata?
What type of things do factories use assembly lines for?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and who are you asking? Diego? Or Tata?
You mean that I have to ask it to her, or,
No,
or I have to answer?
Tata ask. Yeah, please answer.
Okay. First, I don't work in a factory. I work in an office.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't understand well what's the meaning of a simple line.
Uh-huh.
But I think that my office don't have a simple line.
Okay.
So
you're not sure exactly.
So maybe it will be my best answer in this moment.
And that is perfect English. That is good English.
Teacher Holly, are you listening me?
Yes, I'm hearing. Yeah.
Pardon me, I just to know if you listen.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm listening.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So Diego, you don't actually know the answer, so but you did answer it. So that's the point. Diego, okay, you answered the question. It's just not what you know. Can you choose one of these words and ask a question?
Using words like that, for example, can you tell us what other kind of rooms have in your office?
Okay.
Maybe for Lilibet.
Mhm. Okay. Who are you asking?
To Lilibet.
Lilibeth. Okay. What kind of rooms? Other kinds of rooms do you have in your office?
Or maybe you work in your office or work in a factory.
No, I work in an office. There are open office with hay bulkheads. Do you understand? Hello?
Hello? Is everybody's leaving?
Okay, yeah.
Is that I hope it's their internet. I hope they come back. So Lilibeth, you work in an office, and
there are open office.
Oh, okay. So
bulkhead or vision or I don't know. There are a coffee machine. There are conference rooms. Toilet. It's a building with elevators. There are photocopy machine too.
Uh-huh.
And all things common to an office.
Okay, and so
Okay.
if I understood correctly, because your audio is kind of off, you work at your office. You work in an office, and you have an open floor concept, right? And
Okay.
you have desks and where people are. You have conference rooms and meeting rooms. You have a copy machine. You have coffee machines, and do you have a break room?
Okay, she described all the office,
Yeah, that's what I believe she out.
include the rooms.
Yeah, that's what you ask, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Lilibeth, can you form a question using some of these words? One of these words.
Maybe reception area. How is the reception area from the office?
Is there a reception area? Could you write that just in case I?
Okay, I understand the question.
Oh, did you? Okay, can you
Yeah.
repeat the question?
Okay, she asks about if there's a reception room in my office.
Reception
So
area. Okay, good.
I work in a 4-floor building. So the reception room is in the first floor, and I work in the second floor.
Okay, so let's go over that really quick. So basically you would say, I work in a 4-story building.
Okay,
Okay,
4-story building.
it's
Okay.
a 4-story building. The reception area,
Yeah.
reception. I'm typing this in on the Verbling chat. So reception area is on this first floor.
On the first, okay.
Okay, so on the first floor, and then you say, I work on the
second.
second floor.
Okay.
So instead of in the second floor, I work on the second floor. Perfect. Okay, now let's go on to the next section. Is this activity to draw a diagram of your workplace, including all the important rooms, machinery, etc. So instead of drawing a diagram, let's start with having you guys just describe your office, and I'm going to write down what I hear. Okay. And so Diego, you said I work. Let's start with this. Go ahead and we'll start from scratch. Diego, can you describe your workplace?
Okay. So first of all, I work in a second floor.
Okay. I work on the second floor.
I work on the second floor.
Uh-huh.
Just in front, the first door of the office, there's a meeting room.
Okay.
Right to the right, and there's a little what kind of like living room. There's a living room. And
living room.
Yeah. So right to the left.
Okay. But let's stop it right here. A living room. A living room in English is only in a home.
Okay.
Okay.
Another word to explain it, that kind of place.
Okay, so I'm thinking to the right is the foyer.
Okay.
And let me check. I'm going to show you on Google Images what I mean by foyer, and you can tell me if this is what it is. A foyer is like the kind of an area. Sometimes there's couches. This is foyers in a home, but this is what I was thinking, like this.
Or maybe I will say a waiting room. No.
Waiting room works too. Foyer or waiting room. Okay, wait. Yeah, waiting room works great too. Foyer works, or waiting room. To the right is the waiting room.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay.
Is similar to reception area?
Reception area?
Is
It's
it
like when we can talk to other people at the office.
Yeah.
Maybe in the lunchtime, maybe in another time
Break
of the
area?
day. Okay, you can. It's a kind of break area.
Yeah, it really depends on the office. Break area. Okay.
So right to the
Okay.
left, there's 4 office and a coffee machine.
To the left are 4 offices
And there's
and
a
a
coffee machine.
coffee machine. Okay.
Behind of that office,
Behind the offices, the 4
there's
offices.
with those offices, there's another meeting room, and next to this meeting room, there's my office.
There is my office. Oh, office.
Okay.
Yeah, and your English is the right level for this class actually, because you understand that there is a difference between an office, because the office is used 2 ways. My office, and then 4 offices, and then an office. So that's very good. So
Okay, you mean that my English is good for this class?
yeah, this class was actually for intermediate plus.
I just want to tell you that this is my third class in Dublin.
This is what?
This
Favorite
is my
class so
first
far?
class.
First class.
My first class in
Oh, okay.
Dublin.
First class, yeah. I think I lost some people because they weren't at a high enough level. So that's what I hope not. But yeah, Lilibeth, hopefully I can hear you. Lilibeth, can you tell us about your office?
Well, it's a 5 floor
Okay.
building.
Okay.
Five
So
when I work in the fourth floor.
so I work on the 4th floor.
When I go out from the elevator, I found the principal enter.
Okay, so when I leave the elevator,
I found the principal door.
The main door?
The main door, yeah, the main door. And I turn right. On the right, you find the copy machine, and then the two conference room.
Copy machine or coffee machine?
Copy.
Okay, perfect. Machine and conference rooms. Okay.
And 2 conference rooms.
Okay.
And then you find several open office. There are approximately maybe 40 space.
I would say approximately
40 workspace.
Yeah, 40 workspaces. That's approximately 40 workspaces. That's good. Another way you could say that would be 40 desks.
Or places.
Or cubicles.
Oh yeah.
Cubicles, workspaces, cubicles, desks, maybe pods, and some people might call pods depending on the situation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and is every you said it was a 5-story building? Is every floor open office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have open office. Open office.
Uh-huh. Question for you. Does your office have street names for the aisles?
I don't understand you.
Okay, I'll write it down. Does your office, does your open floor concept office have street names for the aisles?
What is aisles?
Okay, let me try.
No.
No.
Mm,
Okay. I've been in open floor concept offices where they have street names. So
no, the office don't have number near nor tiles. No. It's difficult to find a person if you don't know where is he or she. Only there are the name in the front of the
desk.
desk.
Okay.
No more.
This is an open floor, Diego, and this is the aisle. And when you have 40 or 60 people, and it's huge, some companies will have aisles for it. Not aisles,
Okay,
but we'll have
my office have names for each office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we have. I worked in an office that had these kind of things. They were pods, and each there were. I was a supervisor, and there were 11, or I had 14 representatives, and they all had their own little desk, and we had up here. We were like A1. So it was all on these columns. It would say where we are in the building. Okay. But I've been in open floor concept offices where literally on the main floor there's 100 people.
Okay, they're so hard to find out.
Yeah, people. And so Lilybeth was saying, well, no, we do have problems finding them because their names are at their desks. So, do you have a map
of my office?
No, Lilybeth, do you guys have a map of where everybody is sitting?
Yes, in the it's assist the computer. Assist where you can locate person by the name.
Okay.
You type the name and the map show you where this person is in a map.
Okay.
But it doesn't exist a number, a specific number.
Okay? Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I've actually seen that kind of situation before. I would encourage you guys to download this this worksheet. Let me give you the URL so that you can download it, so that you can actually look at the phrases that we did not get to because this is the end of the class. So Diego, this is was your first Verbling class?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to Verbling.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I've been teaching a lot lately, but I am still fairly new. But yeah, so this was the only thing we didn't get to today was actually just going over some phrases. So you can just download that. Go to that link and you can see what we didn't get to. So welcome to Verbling. Lilybeth, was this your first class as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I hope you had a good time. I hope you learned something, and
And maybe I will share for another classes.
excellent, excellent.
To you.
So, yeah, I'm around at any time of the day. I'm probably teaching sometimes. So, thank you very much. And yes.
Okay, I think you're a good teacher because you tried to explain so clearly.
Excellent.
So
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of surprised so many people left it all at once, but
I don't know what is happening. Maybe it's the connection.
Yeah, it could have been for some people. It could have been connection. Some people maybe having them ask questions was too difficult, or some people they since you're at home, your husband or wife or somebody might come and say, "Get off! I need to talk to you." You know. Who knows? There's people. I've been here for 3.5, 4 weeks, and you always have people come in and out. And sometimes people don't really say why they leave, and other people actually say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I had to leave." And so, all right, thank you very much, and you guys have a wonderful evening. Sleep well. Enjoy Colombia. I wish I was there with the wonderful weather down there. So, thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.